How old is Morgan Freeman? This guy's been 87 since I was 5 years old. Which Spider-Man has the saddest story? Rent, alone, Gwen. Brad tried to fit in. Helped my neighbor carry her groceries today. Superman may unironically save this generation of men. This is what they do to you in the theater. Hope. Gru is on the nice list. I literally stole the moon. Happens. I'm going to steal your sleigh. Critic scores. Audience scores. Going to the movies yourself and forming your own opinion. Scrat did the deed. What the hell? 7-year-old me watching Toy Story, and I knew my toys could talk. I just couldn't prove it. Whatever happens, happens enjoyer. I am the shadows enjoyer. Struggle enjoyer. Real human being enjoyer. Ratatouille is hilarious because the villain wasn't even evil. He just didn't want food cooked by rats. Haha, he fell in love with AI. 2025. Can't wait to tell ChatGPT about my day. Watching a new movie. Rewatching a movie you've forgotten about. Rewatching a movie because you want to show it to friends. Rewatching the same movie over and over. Even when you know exactly what happens every minute of it. If this is your first night at Waffle House, you have to fight. People falling in movies. Actually dying. Somehow get saved. I do hate how most mainstream movies, it's the same with anime like shonen anime. They're just very predictable. Announcing season 2, you cowards. Source? Us? Yeah, they're the invincible Twitter. Disney princess. 20th Century Fox princess. DreamWorks princess. Elimination princess. 18 years since we were blessed with one of the sickest character designs of all time. It's crazy how CGI has gone backwards since then. You look so lonely. Nah, I'm just a chill guy. Trust me, boss, this will work. These movies are absolute cinema. This would definitely work on me though. POV, you're fighting Batman. Batman vs. Vengeance. Chile returns $125,000 in luxury watches stolen from Keanu Reeves by South America-based crime ring. They watched John Wick and realized that those were not all stunts. I still can't believe this is how he got his name in the movie. Put down the Batman. Girls with the Time Machine. I'm your granddaughter. Really? Film journalists? Are Marvel movies cinema? Christopher Nolan says he would love to make a horror film. I'm afraid he'll decide to summon real demons just to avoid using CGI. None of the new Willy Wonka, did you really have to whatever, have understood that Gene Wilder's version of Wonka worked because you felt like there was a real chance he was just going to sit there and watch the kids when I don't know what's happening, so I just stand there like this. This is me, but I just nod. I'm like, yeah, let me guess. She is a rebellious girl who wants to explore the world, but Shrek, being the overprotective dad, doesn't let her. In the end, he will become a better father. Men explaining the movie Interstellar. Men explaining very basic emotions. Yeah, I'm not really sure why I did that. What do you mean? We're good at both. I knew he reminded me of somebody. Real talk. If I, a straight guy, was watching Iron Man and found myself attracted to Tony Stark, and I also haven't had any attraction to women in the past, chalked it up to none of them being my type, but I don't know anymore. Am I gay? Go look as Oscar Isaac and report back. Yeah, you're gay. Pretty crazy how Her accurately predicted fashion and weird relationships with AI girlfriends in 2025, the year in which the movie is set. There is no terror in the bang, only in the anticipation of it. Haha, big explosions in the openings of Goodfellas and Casino go boom. Superman, stop doing good. No, I like doing good. The Four Horsemen of, yep, I'm definitely skipping that movie. Preference is preference, I guess. I don't agree with this though. Not entirely. An actor who died in a movie. 6-year-old me seeing that same actor alive in a new movie. There is no way this is an actual poster for June 2. I'm not sure I understand this new cinematic universe. Beyond the Spider-Verse and Shrek 5 will now release within the same week in June 2027. Look out, Barbenheimer, here comes Beyond the Shrekverse. An AI shows what Jack Dawson would look like if he hadn't died on the Titanic. FBI agent breakfast. This and a small town where something's not right. Ice Age 6 is titled Ice Age Boiling Point, in theaters on February 5th, 2027. Everything happens in this series except in Ice Age. Oh, did you forget about the first movie, Ice Age? In the movie Home Alone, the producers thought it would be too mean to use a real girl for the pick of Buzz's unattractive girlfriend, so they used the art director's son, Quentin Tarantino, casting himself in a movie, saying the N-word, licking an actress's feet. I want to feel bad, but actually this is pretty accurate. If I have to see what the grandma scene in Scooby-Doo looked like without the CGI, then so do you. Movie theater. No outside food or drinks allowed. Me. Movies be like, place, but place in Mexico is just yellow. Movie disclaimer. Do not try this at home. Me. me, who just placed an order for 6 helicopters and a skyscraper. Girlfriend, boyfriend, best friend. Only Spider-Man has no end. The only relationship that lasts. Time for fight or flight instincts to kick in, and I just happen to be a flightless bird. Watching the 13th Angry Man say, "You got room for one more?" In the post-credits scene of Marvel Studios' 12 Angry Men, Leonardo DiCaprio, when he gets on the internet and sees he makes up 90% of the memes. Life, when you stop being the bigger person and just end their life. His range is crazy and so slept on. This is what Johnny Depp fans thinks he said. Johnny Depp's good. We broke up on April Fool's Day, so I took it as a joke. Here we go again. No Way Home was my 3rd Spider-Man movie. Cool, it was my 3rd movie too. My 4th, and it's my 5th. Marvel and Sony, what do you want, Marvel? What is rightfully mine? The rights to Spider-Man. You sold the rights to me long ago, and I will keep them even from you. What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken? Who would play live-action Miles Morales? Obviously Ryan Gosling. How did my father die? Do you know the game The Floor is Lava? Well, he wasn't very good. I still can't believe that the entire Mr. Bean only consisted of 15 episodes. As a child, you'd swear you've seen like 10 seasons of this show. She's a 10, but she disappears every time I take my pills. Watch Drive, get obsessed. Want to become like the driver. Buy Scorpion jacket and driving gloves. Drive around in my car with toothpick in my mouth. Stop at a red light. Get dirty looks from the car next to mine. Don't care. See a Carey Mulligan lookalike on the sidewalk. I drive up and park next to her. I stare at her. She seems to be waiting for someone. What do you want? She says in an angry tone. I wait 40 seconds to reply. I want to drive you through the night down the hills. Get away from me, creep. She walks away. Ride home listening to Kavinsky. Get home. Watch Drive for the 8th time. Do the deed. Yeah, this guy might be a bit too obsessed. This is a fan-made film, and this is a Hollywood film. The Movie Detective Starter Pack. I'll do the talking. About to retire. Anything yet? I'll take it from here. You're forgetting a very key thing with them. They all smoke. Netflix will help you finish spelling the name of the movie you're looking for. Then tell you they don't have it. A new film in the World War Z universe is seen as a priority for the new Paramount Films executives. I hope it's about Ice Cube learning about the zombie apocalypse via Discord. James Gunn's Superman has passed $600 million worldwide. Adjusted for superhero fatigue, this is $1 billion. A heist movie where someone hijacks the van with the director still inside and ends up kidnapping the director as well. Walt Disney revolutionizes the film industry by creating the world's first animated movie. His company 100 years later. But what if it wasn't animated? Walt's Ghost. Monster movie actors between takes. If I'm from another planet, then I'm an alien. I hunt for prey. Does that make me a predator too? When you're chasing a teenager through an open area and she trips over literally nothing. Every Marvel movie. Hey, look, it's Stan Lee. Why do they have the same hairline? Why is Vegeta scared of a peanut? Instead of remaking great movies, they should remake bad movies that were based on good stories but did not meet expectations. The Wolf of Wall Street releases April 1st on Disney+. Some 13-year-old is about to have his world rocked. First look at Robert Downey Jr. in Oppenheimer by Marvel Studios. Live-action Fortnite movie will reportedly feature 2 doing the deed scenes. 15 tickets to the Fortnite movie, please. Tom Cruise planning his next movie. Sharks with laser beams attached to their heads. Venom. It's getting milked dry. How can the first one be milked though? Christopher Nolan gets a lot of hate, but I still don't think he gets enough. The dog is okay. Beware of owner. The owner. Breast or thighs? Me. Personality. KFC staff. My parents. How mature as he grows up? Me. Then versus now. I don't think I've matured that much. I don't think I've matured at all. I'm just mature in certain situations. Barbie marketing. We have taken over the entire consumer goods market and built the entire Barbie dream house to stay in as an Airbnb. Oppenheimer marketing. Stop giving me your toughest battles. You literally went to a late showing of a 3-hour movie when you had work in the morning. Film fans versus normal people. Well, I am a film fan and I'm also a normal person, but I do take a long time finding a film I want to watch. When I was in middle school, I was banned from the Twilight wiki because I kept changing Edward's photo to this. It's because they were scared of your power. Overhearing a conversation between strangers in which they're saying something completely wrong and you feel like correcting them, I don't really think I've experienced this. An orc mask. The film producer. Peter Jackson had an orc modeled on the Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein after a disagreement. Yeah, because the guy's a freak. He He is an orc. Watch one movie a week, every week, starting January 2018, and you'll be done the week Infinity War drops. This was prime Marvel. The movie 99% of the time. The movie when my mum walks in. I'm not really into animated films about princesses. Like, grow up. Oh my god. Come on. You cannot compare the two. One's far deeper. Movie magic explained. Now, before we start, Anakin, let's talk about your copay and deductible. Joy, Riley Wants You is a Pixar all-timer that hits even harder on rewatch. I feel like nobody is talking about this moment in Inside Out 2 enough. Up to this point, we have only seen Riley's emotions control her. Here, she's controlling her emotions. She chooses how to feel. Is there any better way to show what it means to mature, to grow up? My new wallpaper, so I can have someone to talk to. Bird Box. She's going through your phone, my dumbass. I'm sorry, but they're the guys from Challengers. Which 3 movies should be watched together as an unofficial trilogy? Oh no, you must hate your life if you watch these all in sync, especially the middle one. So sad. Justin Long, king of horror movies with red cover designs. Wait, Matt Pat is actually in the FNAF movie? I'm not even joking when I tell you my entire theater erupted when he said, but that's just a theory. Like it was Captain carrying Thor's hammer. Don't break people's hearts, they only have one. Break their bones, they have plenty of those. Films where the main character visits his partner's parents' house for the first time, only to realize they are racists who hatched a plan to have a white guy steal their identity. He's invincible, all-powerful, stronger than all of the Avengers rolled into one. Markiplier, watching a movie and the subtitles start going out of sync. How you doing? The Lord of the Beans. Benedict Cumberbatch was asked why he wasn't included in Avengers Doomsday cast announcement. Who knows? Maybe they just didn't have enough chairs. He was in World 26 during the cast announcement. Nobody. Ice Cube in every movie he was ever in. Special effects 1968. Special effects in 2019. Where did it go wrong? Truman Show fans watching 547 episodes straight of a dude waking up, taking a poop, eating breakfast, going to fake work, coming fake home, getting with his fake wife, taking a poop and sleeping. I swear bro, it gets better after season 27. Movie recommendation. If you like Paddington, you should try Fight Club. Yes, you should. I like both of these. Someone threw on Oppenheimer during poker night, and now everyone is locked in when he's getting jumped, but I just went through his following. What? It's crazy how the clearest, most high-definition movie I've ever seen came out in 1968. I love this movie, I thought no one cared about it. Watching Oppenheimer on a Mexican long-distance bus, as Nolan intended. Scientists predict 63% of all movies will star Pedro Pascal by 2028. Everybody has got their weird little movie they will defend to the edges of the earth. Ben Affleck's wife. Obviously Matt Damon. They were very close. I'm the first MCU movie. You're the first MCU movie so far. POV, you're a female co-worker of Pedro Pascal. So weird. This guy gives me the creeps. I feel like he's gonna get exposed for some even crazier stuff. Robert Pattinson, worst vampire ever. Took 14 years to become a bat. The next person after Keanu Reeves who no one hates is Jake Gyllenhaal. Who should play Snow White? Let's get Terry Crews to play Snow White. I think he'd do a good performance. Man of Tomorrow in theaters, 2027. But that's not tomorrow, it's in 2 years. Jonas is Adam and Martha is Eve. Their child is Christopher Nolan. Literally me, cool guy, screw capitalism. I want to be a part of that. What the hell? This is the best twist. Fellas, if your girl is always happy and kind, is super cute and loves you dearly, then you forgot to take your pills. Here, take one. First look at Albert Einstein in Oppenheimer. This movie will be like the Avengers for scientists. Alright, tell me a movie that made you stare blankly at a wall for 20 minutes after it finished. One that you couldn't stop thinking about and made you question everything. Am I the only person who kind of with any movie makes me think about it for a long time afterwards? Are you busy on Friday? That entirely depends on the rest of the information you're about to give me. That's why I always say maybe. People are still watching Oscars. My honest reaction, you could never please me as he could. I want to say, man, the first time was so nice. I had to do it twice. See, gambling addictions are character building. What do you want? I want a milkshake. It's called Fight Club, T. It's the best satirical gay rom-com ever made. Generational talent, really. In Weapons, a teacher owns a house and a car. This is a reference to the movie being fictional, as the average salary in the US is a meager $46,000. Thinking about the boom mic operator from Saw, Glass Onion. Wait, is this movie about me? Cinephile meaning. An individual who watches too many movies and judges others for not. Avatar: Way of Water shows how 13 years plus is not long enough to create a new villain, and using the cloning loophole is the only possible way to meet such a tight deadline. Film versus film grayscaled. I'm not a big fan of the whole grayscaling. I think the latest Batman movie, the one with Robert Pattinson, if that wasn't as great, it'd be a lot better for me. Mickey 17 is projected to be a box office failure. There wasn't even a mouse in this movie. I really liked Mickey at the start and then just got dragged out with the alien stuff. Every movie is set in a world where that movie doesn't exist. Counter argument, Spaceballs. 0 Oscar, 17 Oscars. Movie opinion. That was a good movie. Are you sure? Some things I like, some things you hate. There are some critics who are just a bit too critical. This movie boring as hell. The Virgin Batman versus the Chad Joker. 770 mil. 1 billion. Only 3 Oscar nominations. 11. 1 for Best Actor. Can't even cross 1 billion with PG-13. Highest grossing R-rated movie. Come on, chill on the Batman slander. Having been through a divorce, there's no better or painful moment in the MCU than the first few minutes of Endgame. It's hard to rewatch. It's exactly what being divorced is like. You have a family and then you don't. I don't think I would ever judge Hawkeye for Ronan. Honestly, I can see why he'd do it. Honey, I'm leaving you and I'm taking the kids with me.
Oh my god, it's just like Endgame.
It's one giant movie. I'm not the only one who noticed this. I've been cheated on my whole life. Every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Not necessarily in that order. Whoa. That guy with the mouse in the Green Mile was such a gentle soul. I don't believe he could hurt a fly. Those who haven't read the book, those who have read the book, I haven't even watched the movie. Mickey 17 has grossed 53 million at the worldwide box office. It needs to make over 275 to break even. Why do we even talk about movies like this? Because it's interesting how much money goes into movies. I don't know. It's crazy how much they do be spending on movies. Like 300 mil, 200 mil, like come on. Some of that money is getting pocketed, surely. Spike and Dimitri are twins, and I don't know who they're related to. Neither do we. Go on. I just kind of loved how this movie basically said, 2 strange men are living in our flower pots, and we have no idea where they came from, but they're funny. There are those who dwell in the mountain. You would call upon them to fight. They believe in nothing. Bro, the Sonic movies are peak. The Sonic movies? Not bad. I like Sonic.